Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Derek Martinez. A two-vehicle crash occurred Saturday night in Exeter while police were chasing after a speeding motorcycle. According to the Wyoming Area Regional Police Department, crews were dispatched to a two-vehicle crash on the 1900 block of Wyoming Avenue around 9:45 p.m. Crews at the scene learned that a motorcycle was involved in a police chase in 40 Fort and that a black Subaru was struck on the passenger side by the motorcycle. The driver of the motorcycle was transported to Geisinger, Wyoming Valley for a leg injury. The condition of his injuries are unknown at this time. Two alleged suspects in the Monroe County shooting have been arrested in Florida after a 2-year investigation. According to the Stroud Area Regional Police Department, 28-year-old Alexandra Hidalgo and 25-year-old Kylan Coombs were taken into custody on Friday, August 2nd, in Miami, Florida, after a warrant was issued for their arrest on August 19th of 2022. Investigators stated that officers were dispatched to the 600 block of Main Street in Stroud Township on August 7, 2022, for reports of a shooting. Through further investigation, police said the shooting occurred after a fight in a local bar that involved 3 people. Hidalgo and Coombs both got into a car after the fight and then shot at a man walking in the area. The Stroud Area Regional Police officially arrested both Hidalgo and Coombs on Monday. Hidalgo and Coombs have been charged with attempted homicide, conspiracy to commit homicide, and aggravated assault. Heritage Hills Senior Community is hosting a Hot Dogs and Hot Rods event on Wednesday, August 7th. During the event, participants will have the opportunity to show off their classic cars, check out the other cars on display, and talk with fellow motor enthusiasts. Complimentary hot dogs, beverages, and snacks will also be provided. Heritage Hill will be collecting donations for the Alzheimer's Association during the event. The event will run from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. at 800 6th Street in Weatherly. For a chance to win a gift card to Advanced Auto Parts, you can pre-register for the event by calling 570-427-4500. Coming up on WYLN News, the winner of the Columbia Montour Visitors Bureau's Covered Bridge Photo Contest has been announced. Plus, PennDOT is hiring new workers for the upcoming winter season. But first, we'll take a look at our 5-day forecast brought to you by the WYLN Weather Kids. We'll be right back.
The Lehigh Valley Health Network and Jefferson Health have come together, 2 leading health systems dedicated to improving the well-being of our communities and offering you a broader access to uncompromising high-quality care, stronger together for you.
Hi, I'm Gabby, and I'm 7 years old. Tomorrow might be 2 inches of rain. Signing out. Bye.
We want your child to be our WYLN Weather Kid. Your child can be our feature weather reporter of the day on WYLN News and WYLN social media posts just by using your smartphone or any video recording device. It's easy. All ages are welcome, from toddlers to teens. To find out how, go to the weather section of WYLNTV.com or look for our post about it on the WYLN News Facebook page. Submit your Weather Kid video today. Attention WYLN viewers, WYLN TV can now be seen on the Hazleton Service Electric Cablevision HD tier, channel 507, and over the air at 35.1. WYLN, we're your local network. SJ Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill for Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists. Call SJ Kowalski at 570-455-2600. Hey, Did you know WYLN posts news stories and other bonus content on social media all week long? The Weather Kids, Fresh from the Farm, Everyday Heroes, Let's Talk Sports, Feel Good Friday, daily news stories, and more. Visit WYLNTV.com, Facebook, and YouTube to check it out. WYLN, the local leader on social media. We're your local network. Come shoot at Whitetail Preserve, 118 Boulevard Road in Bloomsburg. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicap accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 or 570-790-8969.
This week on Let's Talk Chiropractic, I'm going to be all by myself. I'm going to entitle this show, Confessions of a Chiropractor. I want you to get behind the scenes, see what I see. So stay tuned, I will make it as good as I can of a show for you.
Welcome back to WYLN News. A member of the Hazleton Camera Club has been announced as the winner of the Columbia Montour Visitors Bureau's Covered Bridge Photo Contest. Tony Berard lives in Cunningham, but enjoys visiting and photographing the historic covered bridges of Columbia and Montour counties. This year, Berard's winning snapshot captured the Johnson Bridge in Columbia County. The photo will be featured on the Visitors Bureau's 14th annual Covered Bridge Puzzle, which will be released this fall. The puzzles are a limited edition series. Each puzzle includes 550 pieces, and supplies are limited. To pre-order a puzzle, you can visit itourcolumbiamontour.com. Each puzzle costs $18, and $2 from each purchase will support the restoration and preservation of the local covered bridges. PennDOT is preparing for cooler weather with its winter maintenance program. The winter maintenance program runs from September through April, and many positions remain open. Available positions include CDL equipment operators, mechanics, dispatchers, tradesmen helpers, and semi-skilled laborers. Pay for the positions ranges from $16 per hour to $27 per hour. Anyone wishing to apply can visit employment.pa.gov and go to the PennDOT Winter Maintenance Program posting under the Open Jobs section of the website. The Nuremberg Community Players will be presenting their production of Disney's The Little Mermaid starting Friday, August 9th at 7 p.m. The Little Mermaid follows the story of Ariel, a 16-year-old mermaid who becomes fascinated with life on land. When she visits the surface world, which is forbidden by her father, King Triton, she falls for a human prince. Performances of The Little Mermaid will continue on August 10th at 7 p.m., August 11th at 3 p.m., August 16th at 6 p.m., and August 17th at 3 p.m. All shows will be held at the Emerson Theater, located at 283 Hazel Street in Nuremberg. Tickets are $15 and can be reserved by calling 1-877-718-7894. Tickets can also be reserved online by going to the website shown on screen. Coming up on Hazleton's News Choice, Chris Fulmer leads us down the path through history with Lansford, Part 1. Plus, we join Luzerne County Manager Romelda Crocomo for Crocomo's County Report. And stay right here on WYLN. We'll be right back.
If you're looking for an affordable pre-owned car or truck, Cheers Auto Sales has a great lineup of clean, dependable, and quality vehicles. Stop in at 610 North Broad Street in West Hazleton, 570-454-7229. Cheers is proud to be celebrating 70 years in business.
Your guide to everything Pocono Mountains is PTN, the Pocono Television Network. Watch PTN on WYLN.
PPW Nation, get ready for the best of PPW Season 2. Join Paul Bowe, E. Julius Kuiper, Alexander Bravado, Tom Mitchell, and Alex Watt as we take you down memory lane and relive some of the best PPW matches of all time. Saturdays at 5 p.m., Sundays at 10 p.m., only on WYLN.
Like and follow WYLN News on Facebook for the WYLN News Midday Update, posted daily between noon and 2 p.m., powered by Lehigh Valley Health Network. When it's serious, there's only one health network with seriously innovative health institutes. Lehigh Valley Health Network, your health deserves a partner.
Are you looking for a trustworthy publishing company to publish your book? One that understands the process and upholds Christian values in its business practices?
Introducing Covenant Books, an author-friendly publisher who shares your beliefs and wants to publish your story. Call us today to get a free author packet to help get you started.
We realize your book is unique, personal, and written with a higher purpose. That's the content we're looking for.
We provide authors freedom and flexibility throughout the publishing process with professional book editing, award-winning design, and some of the highest royalty structures in the industry.
Covenant distributes and sells your book online and in bookstores everywhere. We convert your book in ebook format and sell it on Amazon, Apple iTunes, and to these distributors. Our authors love us.
So if you've written a biography, a devotional, a memoir, self-help, or any genre, we can help. Be like these authors and get your book published and sold today.
Call right now for your free writer's guide.
1-800-215-3680.
Hello, I'm WYLN historian Chris Fulmer. Pennsylvania's communities are filled with interesting history. Come with me as we discover the people, events, industries, and other historic facets of local towns. From the moment anthracite coal was discovered near Summit Hill in the 1790s, the nascent coal industry suspected that the Panther Valley Creek of western Carbon County was laden with black diamonds. The first organized mining of the area took place around 1817 by the Lehigh Coal Company, which would grow into the mammoth Lehigh Coal Navigation Company in the coming years. One of the company's chief mining engineers, Asa Lansford Foster, drove one of the valley's first mine tunnels. Foster encouraged the various patch towns that sprung up in the valley, Ashton, Storm Hill, Jamestown, and Andrewsville among them, to merge into a single community. As the patch towns started forming, so too did places of worship for those who settled them. The very first, the Welsh Congregational Church, was built on today's West Abbott Street and opened for service on December 26, 1850. As nails were too expensive for the congregation to use at that time, pegs were used instead to hold the building in place. The church saw regular service through 1935, and then sporadically thereafter through 1955. Today, the Welsh Congregational Church building still stands in the borough and has been painstakingly restored by members of the Lansford Historical Society. The patch towns slowly grew as more mines opened. One of them was the No. 9 mine, which began operations in 1855 at the far west end of today's Ridge Street. It had the advantage of being at a lower altitude than the mines in nearby Summit Hill, thus allowing the groundwater in the mine to flow out naturally, without the need for pumps. The first coal was withdrawn from the mine in 1857, and at its peak, it was producing 90,000 tons of anthracite for market. When the No. 9 closed in June 1972, it was the longest continually operated deep mine for anthracite in the world. It would stand dormant for 20 years before it was bought with plans to make it into a tourist attraction. This dream was realized in 2002, and today the No. 9 allows visitors to come deep under the earth to see the life that generations of miners lived in the area. In the early years of mining in the Panther Valley, the coal would be taken up inclined planes to Summit Hill and sent down the Switchback Railroad to what was then Mock Chunk. This would change when construction began on the Hotto Tunnel. Conceived by Lehigh Coal Navigation to shorten shipping times and to drain water from higher elevation mines, it was completed the following year and cut 15 miles off the route to Mock Chunk. With the Hotto Tunnel's completion, Lehigh Coal Navigation decided to get out of the transportation business. They thus leased the tracks that ran through the tunnel to the Central Railroad of New Jersey and sold off the Switchback Railway to private investors. The tunnel's completion also encouraged the company to move their corporate headquarters to Lansford and industrial shops to the Panther Valley. Lehigh Coal Navigation would be the largest employer in the area for decades to come, and it would in fact actively dissuade other businesses from taking route around them so as not to diminish their labor pool. The Hotto Tunnel would continue to carry train traffic until it was abandoned in 1969 following a major collapse. By the 1870s, labor violence rose dramatically throughout the anthracite region with the rise of the alleged Molly Maguires, and the Panther Valley was not immune to the spate of violence. On the morning of September 3, 1875, John P. Jones, superintendent of the Lehigh and Wilkes-Barre Coal Company, left his house on West Birch Street and made his way down to the telegraph office on Dock Street before heading to work for the day. When he stepped outside the office afterwards, he was shot dead by assailants, who called him by name before firing on him. Suspicion for the crime would fall on alleged Molly leader Alexander Campbell, who operated the Columbia House Tavern on West Ridge Street. Campbell had been fired and blacklisted by Jones back in 1869 following a heated argument over Campbell either wishing to work near the mine's entrance or wanting his own mule to use. Campbell, along with Michael J. Doyle and Edward J. Kelly, would be convicted of Jones's murder and hanged in mock chunk on the infamous Day of the Rope, June 21, 1877. Campbell would place his handprint on his cell's wall before his execution, claiming it would remain there forever as a sign of his innocence. The handprint remains visible today.
Your guide to everything Pocono Mountains is PTN, the Pocono Television Network. Tune in and see all the unique places to stay and things to do in the Pocono Mountains. Watch PTN on WYLN.
Come shoot at Whitetail Preserve, 118 Boulevard Road in Bloomsburg. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicapped accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 or 570-790-8969. WYLN programming is online all the time. Visit our website at WYLNTV.com to check out archive shows and a live stream of our broadcasts. And don't forget to visit all of our social media pages for breaking news, weather, and sports. You can also head directly to our YouTube page for all our programming at youtube.com/WYLNTV35. Subscribe and ring that bell so you get notified every time there's a new show available online.
PPW Nation, get ready for the best of PPW Season 2. Join Paul Bowe, E. Julius Kuiper, Alexander Bravado, Tom Mitchell, and Alex Watt as we take you down memory lane and relive some of the best PPW matches of all time. Saturdays at 5 p.m., Sundays at 10 p.m., only on WYLN.
Do you like craft beer? Do you want to learn the right way to sample wine? How about checking out a restaurant with a unique flavor or a crazy food challenge? These are just some of the things we are featuring on Wine, Hops, and Road Stops. So, spend some time learning about great wine, great beer, and great food on WYLN TV 35.
Welcome back to Crocomo's County Report. I'm here as always with Ozark County Manager Ramilda Crocomo. Ramilda, how's it going?
It's going well. Thank you. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Good,
Yep.
good. Good to see you.
Good to see you too. Always great to have you on here. So today I know you have some updates on plans for security at the Luzerne County Courthouse over in Wilkes-Barre. I know like security is a very important aspect to those who attend the courthouse for like different meetings and other things you go on there. So could you tell us about what the plans are for security here at the courthouse?
Sure. Part of my job, a very important part of my job, is to make sure that the buildings are secure for the public and our staff. And that includes, and I'm going to put a plug in that we need poll workers. So go on our website, send an email. There's a process to go through training. And we're taking security for this upcoming election in November very seriously as well. But our buildings and our staff are very important to us. So we have plans. I'm working with the Sheriff's Department to really beef up security, the buildings, the county buildings, and they're your buildings. Audience, they're the building that belongs to the people of Luzerne County. I'm the caretaker of those buildings, and I want to make sure that whatever building you are going into that's a county building is secure. So we have plans, it's in our capital plan, to increase security for our judges and also increase the security in the buildings. One of the plans is to have all staff go through metal detectors so that we make sure that nothing will happen when you're in the building, and that you can feel safe when you're doing business in Luzerne County buildings.
Yes, absolutely. It's always great to see how we can implement more ways to make the attendees of the courthouse feel a lot more safe. And that goes for both like the staff and just anyone else who attends. And just using factors like metal detectors is just a very, very safe way to make sure everyone in the building is as safe as possible when attending. So
correct.
All right, and I know that you also want to give some updates on the Nanticoke Bridge project. I know earlier in the year you had a town hall over in Nanticoke to talk with the public about the bridge. So could you tell us about where we are right now in the timeline of what will go on with the bridge?
Well, we received $10 million through what's called the TIP money through PennDOT. And going through that process, we have to bid for an engineer to design and oversee the project. That's going on our ECMS system, which is on the county council agenda for the next meeting in August. That's the beginning of the process. We have people that will be on the committee that will vet these engineering firms. And from then, there's a whole series of requirements that we have to go through. It's a very long and tedious process building a bridge. It will take years to build this bridge, just like it's taking years to build the Fireman's Bridge in Pittston. These are spans that go over the Susquehanna River, which increases our requirements. There are environmental requirements. The Army Corps of Engineers has to review the bridge. And they're historical bridges, so we have to maintain the historical significance of those bridges. It's a very, very long process, but by the year 2029 and 2030, we will have very up-to-date spans going over the Susquehanna River, which is very important, not just for economic development, but for safety and the accommodations of our residents. So it's the beginning of the process. We will be having public hearings so that the public can come and see the designs once they're designed. And I look forward to that.
Absolutely. And do we know when of the first public hearings will happen for the bridge?
Not yet, but they will be in 2025.
Alrighty. Sounds good. Definitely looking forward to seeing more progress happen on the bridge, because I know many people really care about the safety and integrity of the bridge and just making sure it's safe for drivers to pass by on there.
Absolutely. And we are going to have a program starting in 2025 to maintain our bridges.
Absolutely. Sounds good. So as Ramilda said earlier, those who are interested in becoming poll workers for this upcoming election, definitely go onto the Luzerne County website to find more information on that. And as always, I want to thank Ramilda Krokema for joining us on Krokemo's County Report. We'll see you next time.
You're watching WYLN TV 35.